Hello and welcome to Warhammer Joey's mini magical series. You chose the Law of Death. The Law of Death attribute is life leeching, and it means every time you cause a wound with a death spell, you can add another power dice on a 5+. Now this effectively means that you can cast every death spell that you have if you keep causing wounds. It's one of the best and it's pretty nasty. Spirit Leech is the signature spell. It's a cast on 7+ and it's a direct damage within a range of 12 inches, and it means that you can target a single model, even if it can be a character in a unit, and you both roll a d6, you add your respective leadership value, and any rolls that you win by, they suffer that many wounds. It's a snipey spell and it's a really good signature because you can always drop down to it if you don't want any of the others. Aspect of the Dread Knight is a cast on 4+. It's pretty cheap. And it's an augment spell with a range of 24 inches that the target unit can cause fear until the start of their next magic phase. You can upgrade it to cause terror, but that increases the casting value to a 9+. It's alright, not necessarily a game changer, but if you've got your enemy unit is gonna really be affected by it, it's good to have. The Caress of Lanif is a cast on 6+, a direct damage spell with a range of 12, can be increased to 24 if you roll on a 12+, and you can target an enemy model even if they're within a unit, and you roll 2d6 minus their strength, and that's the amount of hits they take. If you roll a 4+ on those, that's automatic wounds, no armor save, but you can do ward saves. So for a cheap spell, it's really good for taking out the weaker models with lesser strength or wizards. Soul Blight is a hex and it's a cast on 9+, and in a range of 24 you can target a unit and you minus their strength and toughness by 1. You can increase the range to all units, but that's a roll on an 18+. But it's pretty handy if you follow it up with the Caress of Lanif, and it's great in close combat. So it's a cheap hex, but it can be very effective. Doom and Darkness is a cast on 10+, and it's a hex that remains in play, and on a target unit can reduce the leadership by -3. So if there's a fear situation, we're a bit stuffed. The Fate of Boona? Juna? Bajuna? Boona. We're going with Boona. It's a cast on 13+, another direct damage spell with a range of 12 inches, and it's another snipey one, so you can target a character within a unit. And the target suffers a number of hits equal to 2d6 minus the toughness, but instead of on a 4+, it's an automatic wound, it's a 2+. So this is horrible. The Purple Sun. This is a nasty, nasty spell. And it's a magical vortex that appears in front of the caster's feet. You roll an artillery dice, times that by 3, and that's the distance that you move, a minimum of 6, a maximum of 30, in the nominated direction. And if anything that is hovering above has to take an initiative test or just dead. No armor save, ward save, dead. Even you. If you misfire and it's on you, you have to take an initiative test. So, if there's anything that's really slow, like dwarves, this is a very dangerous spell to have. So, hopefully, I don't ever see this one. So that was the Law of Death, and it's horrible. I mean, there's no augment spells apart from causing fear on a unit, but it's just snipery. There's a lot of spells here that can take out a single unit, and it's good, but the best ones seem to be close range, so you've got to be a bit ballsy when you do them, to pull it off. But that's the Law of Death. Which would you like to see next? Beast? Feast? Goodbye.